This is a one-man act now, so I'm going to need you to go ahead and make way for the big leaguer. My turn.
Finally.
Alright, what's up, guys? Hey. A lot of people still here on Monday night. It's fantastic. Thanks for staying. I guess I consider myself a people person for the most part, but sometimes people let me down. Like I was in my car the other day. I'm driving home from work, and I get stuck behind this guy that won't turn left at an unprotected green light. You ever get stuck behind this indecisive moron? He's treating a left-hand turn like Brett Favre treats retiring. And you guys are supposed to laugh. And so I'm sitting there, and that light turns green, and that first set of cars comes off the line and passes. And the gap between the last car of that group and the next car that comes through the intersection is like last car, next car. I'm like, come on, buddy, you had that, man. Let's go. I'm gonna miss the beginning of Heroes now. I'm not gonna know what the fuck's going on the rest of the show. And then that next set of cars passes, and the gap gets even bigger this time. It's like last car, next car. And now I start to get a little pissed off, right? Because fucking Helen Keller would have made this turn right now. Doesn't take a rocket scientist, just turn left. And then the next set of cars come, and literally there's a jogger on the sidewalk a block down the street that's holding this guy up. So I lay on my horn, and then I have that awkward conversation in his rearview mirror that's all lip reading and pantomiming, where I'm like, hey, go. The light's green, just turn left, come on. And he like looks up in his rearview mirror like, why? All confused, why? I don't know, what, you want me to go? And I'm like, go, just turn green. Just turn left, I mean. The light's green, go. And at this point, he does finally go, and the light turns red, and of course, I get stuck there. And at first, I'm a little bit angry, frustrated, maybe confused. And then I think, what if this guy's that tentative with everything he does? Right, dating for that guy would be pretty tough. Takes a girl out to dinner, they have a good time, brings her back to his place, they have a few drinks, they head upstairs to his bedroom, get a little naked, start doing a little dry humping, maybe some hand stuff, I don't know, depends on how crazy they are. And then he gets the green light, right, to stick it in. And so he's like, okay, all right, here we go. Time to have sex with a woman. No, it's too soon. It's too soon, I can't go yet. Okay. Step number 2, lights green. Okay, ready to go? No, a little too soon, Okay, here we go, sex time, here we go. No, it's just not right, it's just not time yet. And the same thing that happens to that light happens to him, only she turns red, she takes off, and he's stuck there, angry, frustrated, confused. It's joke number 1. Alright, I can stop shaking. Okay, so on the topic of dating, anybody in here doing some dating, out there getting some dates? You guys can't answer? Nobody, huh? I'm gonna pretend like this person right here just told me they're out there dating. Oh, really? Really? That's fantastic. How'd you meet that person? And they said something that's normal, and I'm like, oh, wow, it's pretty normal. And then I would go into this part of the joke where I go, yeah, so what's with these people going on Match.com and eHarmony trying to find their soulmate? And now I'm starting to forget stuff. This is where I forget. Oh yeah, so I see a lot of people going on Match.com, and you always see the guys in those commercials like, well, after years of getting the cold shoulder from girls in person, I decided to try my luck on the internet. I never thought I'd find my true love, but I did. That's a fucking bunch of bullshit. Match.com and eHarmony is just a way for girls to trick guys on the internet. They're on there being dishonest, misrepresenting themselves, misleading guys. Like you'll see girls on there with a profile that say, I'm really outgoing and adventurous. I'm always willing to try anything once. Guys, have you ever met a girl that's willing to try watching Predators 1 and 2 back to back in the same night? Yeah, I didn't think so. Honestly, I think guys would be better off, especially lonely guys, just using computers for their original intended purpose. Jerking off to internet porn. Yes. Okay, joke number 3. Let's go. Let's remember. Ooh. Drawing a blank. Can you tell me what joke number 3 is on there? Just kidding. Okay, joke number 3. Oh yeah, it's not just strangers that piss me off either. Sometimes my friends and family can do that too. Like my parents used to lie to me a lot when I was little. And like everyone's parents lie to them when they're little kids, you know, Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, you can be anything you want to be when you grow up, all that bullshit. But my parents would actually lie about kind of fucked up shit. Like, we started talking the other day about pets I used to have when I was younger. And we remembered this one pet that I had, Taz, which is short for Tasmanian Devil. And the name was perfectly fitting too, because he was a big brown dog that would literally go ape shit, rip up all the plants in the backyard, attack little kids and guests and stuff. And so my parents finally one day came to me and said, you know, we're gonna have to get rid of Taz. And I was a little sad. And they were like, it's okay though, it's okay. We're gonna give him to your dad's cousin. My dad's cousin was a cop, and he's gonna become a canine dog. And I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. I got a little pumped after that, right? I went to school the next day, and I was like telling all my friends that my dog was gonna fight crime and take down bad guys and stuff. And then we started talking about him the other day, and so that was my perception of my dog Taz, and I was very proud of having that perception. And the other day his name comes up, and I go, whatever happened to Taz? Is he still doing his canine thing? And my mom goes, oh, sweetie, Taz was never an actual canine dog. He was just a canine companion. I'm like, what? Canine companion? What the fuck is that? And she's like, oh, well, it's just like this dog that kind of like lives in the kennel with the actual canine dog. And, you know, it's his friend, and it just keeps him company. And I was like, it's kind of like awestruck. And I look at my dad, and he looks back at me, and he goes, it's true, son. That dog never fought crime. So, needless to say, I was devastated, and I don't think I'm ever going to forgive my parents for that. But it did make me think about what if human cops had one of those? Like, not a partner, you know, with like a badge and a gun, but like just a cop companion. Like, what if Officer Johnson gets off a long day of working the beat, and when he gets home, there's Officer Jonesy sitting there at the porch going, hey buddy, wow, long day. You catch a lot of bad guys today? Yeah, can I touch you? You want to play? You want to go curl up in the corner and share body heat? No? All right. Okay, last one. So, I mentioned that my friends can also piss me off. I had a friend in high school named Mark who was in a band with his older brother. And by older, I mean that we were seniors in high school, and this guy was like easily 25 years old. Like a total fucking loser, like still lived at home, drank all day, wrote just god-awful, terrible, terrible songs. And he would always talk about his pipe dreams of hitting it big with his band, and we all knew that was bullshit, so he would always like roll out to like high school parties with us, and it would be really awkward, right? Like I'd be driving, be rolling along in my car, and this asshole would be in the back seat like, hey fuckers, we're getting wasted tonight or what? Huh? Hey Dave, you getting laid tonight, my man? Yeah, that's right, you are. I was like, oh dude, you laying it on a little strong, 25-year-old in the back seat. And so we'd always look at my friend Mark and be like, why did you bring this guy? And eventually, I'm running out of jokes. I'm going to just go ahead and pass the mic off.
Eventually what?
Oh, actually, eventually wasn't even the right next word. I got to think of the next part.
Could you repeat the first part?
Which part?
I want to know what first part.
About
what happened.
Did you get laid?
I know, I've been pretty bad so far. Okay, hold on, let me finish this part. So,
buy us beer.
25-year-old.
25-year-old in the back seat, right. And, yeah.
Why'd you bring this guy?
Well, I mean, Mark would bring him. We wouldn't bring him. This guy, honestly, okay, this is one of those delusional guys that still thinks he's super cool showing up at high school parties when he's 25 years old. And, you know, he's been out of high school for a while. And, I kind of forget the punchline to this joke. I think I was just making fun of this guy in my head.
Did he buy you beer?
Why did you make him mad?
He's not listening.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think just guys in general that show up at high school parties when they're...
When he was 25, he turned up to get pedophile, he was on Megan's list.
That's
No.
I probably should have gone with that.
He bought you beer. beer.
You've been saying it the whole time.
Yes,
sorry.
All right, wind it up.
He's one of those guys that's cool enough to buy you beer, but not cool enough for you to want him to drink it with you afterwards.
All right.